When I was a little girl and people would ask me, what are you going to look for in your future husband? And what are you going to want for your future kids? I would always reply, I want a husband who is going to die 8 years earlier than I will. I want to spend the last 5 years of our lives together in and out of hospitals. And I want to go to the doctor and watch someone I love be diagnosed with cancer that is uncurable. When I have my kids, I want them to fit in school, even if that means inhaling 4,000 different chemicals, 50 which cause cancer, and 400 related toxins, including formaldehyde, which is also used as the wart remover. Yes, I'm talking about smoking. And no, that is not what I want in life. But sadly, that is what many face. And it's due to the choice of smoking. Now understand, it is a choice to start smoking. But it no longer becomes a choice when addiction sets in. It is not just something you could stop doing as many believe. And the pressure felt because of people that believe that may deter you from stop smoking. But I am here to use a different approach. I'm going to name the risks and the resources available to aid in the journey to stop smoking. Tobacco has killed more people than all of our wars combined. Yet, 1.3 billion people still smoke. Tobacco can cause cancer, lung cancer, throat cancer, stomach cancer. Tobacco is associated with 87% of lung cancer victims. 87%. Now, I read a funny quote while doing the research for this, and it's not really funny, but I mean, it's to the point. For more information on lung cancer, keep smoking. And this is very true. I mean, many may sneak through the cracks of risks, and many may live long lives, even though they have bad habits. But for the few, or not the few, but the many who don't, I'm sure the risk is not worth it. It's not only your life you're affecting. Now, I don't mean simply because if you were to contract such a disease and have to leave your family, that causes suffering. But I'm talking about secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is also a very dangerous aspect of smoking. 3,000 people died in 2005 from lung cancer associated with smoking. Yet the catch is these people did not smoke. They were simply associated with smokers in life. They were around smokers, and this can be in a restaurant, a bar. This could be because your parents or your spouse smokes. This could be anywhere. But the smoke that surrounds you is just as dangerous as if you were to pick up a cigarette yourself. Now, there are also those who smoke while pregnant. Now, smoking while pregnant is looked down upon in society for most cases. Yet, many times people do not know the risks. They think that doctors are being overprotective, but this is not the case. While smoking while pregnant, you can cause for your baby to have low birth weight. You can cause for a premature birth. You can cause for a stillbirth. And also for SIDS, which is sudden infant death syndrome. The cost of smoking is also another area which should be looked at. Approximately $2,000 can be spent annually when looking at a pack-a-day smoker. $2,000. Now, I know a lot of things that I can do with $2,000, but the choice is yours. $72.7 billion is spent on health-related costs associated with diseases and health concerns related to smokers. $72 billion. Now, this seems much considering that many can't even afford health insurance at this point. And I do not blame that on smokers because it has nothing to do, but simply putting stuff into perspective and allowing people to see how big of a gap and where our main priorities are. More important, as I noted in my opening statement, The average smoker will die 8 years earlier when compared to another individual who is not a smoker. The question is it worth it? And then we can always ask ourselves, why should you continue to smoke? I cannot think of any reason except addiction, but it is possible to quit. There are many resources available that are unknown to the public due to the fact that the media associated with tobacco is so high-end and so common on TV. And the sad part is that these ads, they really focus on younger people. They focus on the people that are vulnerable and able to pick up these habits. But like I said, it is possible to quit. There are nicotine gums available. There are shots available. There are support groups available. There are also different ways which can aid you in quitting. Now, when researching many ways and many programs, some common ones were to nibble on low-calorie foods all day, keeping yourself occupied. Another was to realize that the urge to grab a cigarette will soon fade. It only lasts a few moments at a time. So if you can alter your attention during those times and get yourself through those moments, then it is likely that you will not grab a cigarette. Now, the longer you are without tobacco in your system means that your risk for contracting diseases associated with smoking will start to diminish. After 10 years, you are practically at the same level as a non-smoker. Now, this may seem like a long time, but for there even to be a chance to reverse the effects sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Now again, I am not here to put down smokers, and I'm not here to say that I live a perfect life. Anything can happen at any moment, and I understand that. But I am here to try to weigh the pros and the cons of smoking. I'm here to say that there is so much more in life to live for than a pack of cigarettes. Now, I know my reason in life, which is my family, and I would do anything to spend the longest time possible with them, which is why I chose not to smoke. These are my reasons. Now, you have to find yours. Thank you.